Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are uncorking the story of a grape that was once outlawed by royalty, totally dismissed as common, and is now making one of the most exciting comebacks in the entire world of wine. This is the incredible story of Gamay. So, let me ask you, when I say the word Gamay, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's one thing and one thing only. Beaujolais Nouveau, right? You know the one. That super young, fun, kind of simple party wine that just floods the stores every single November.
And look, there's nothing wrong with a fun, fruity wine. It absolutely has its place. But that popular image, it's just scratching the surface. The real story of Gamay is so much deeper, way more dramatic, and honestly, a whole lot more interesting.
To really get what Gamay is all about, we have to go back in time. I'm talking way back, to medieval Burgundy, where this humble little grape found itself smack in the middle of a high-stakes royal drama. See, back in the day, Gamay was the undisputed king of Burgundy. It was a breeze to grow compared to the super fussy Pinot Noir. It gave farmers huge harvests, and they absolutely loved it for that. It was, just everywhere. But its popularity actually became its biggest problem. The nobles in Burgundy, they had big plans for Pinot Noir. They wanted to build this prestigious luxury brand, and this common, super productive Gamay was seen as a major threat to that whole image. So, in 1395, the Duke, a guy named Philippe the Bold, did something drastic. He issued a royal decree officially banishing Gamay from the heart of Burgundy, the Côte d'Or. He famously called it a vile and disloyal grape. I mean, wow. He claimed it just made harsh, common wine.
And just like that, Gamay was exiled. It was pushed south into this other region with totally different soils, really rocky, granite-rich soils. This new place was called Beaujolais. And this single act, this royal banishment, is the origin story for Gamay's long-standing reputation as the underdog.
But here's the twist in the story. What started out as a punishment turned out to be the absolute best thing that ever happened to Gamay. Because in those granite soils of Beaujolais, the grape didn't just survive, it completely thrived. It found its true home.
In Beaujolais, you start to see this really clear quality pyramid emerge. Think of it like this. At the base, you've got your standard Beaujolais. You take a step up, you get to Beaujolais villages, which has a bit more character. And then, at the very top, you have the Crus de Beaujolais.
Now, there are 10 of these crus, and these aren't just random names on a map. No, each one is its own distinct little micro-region, its own unique terroir, and they produce world-class wines that show you what Gamay can really do.
So, what is the big deal with these crus? Well, it all boils down to that one kind of magical word in wine, terroir. It's that perfect, unique combination of the soil, the climate, the hills, that lets this supposedly simple grape show off some stunning complexity. And the diversity is just amazing. I mean, you can have a Gamay from the Cru of Fleury and it's all delicate, floral, and silky. But then you try one from the Cru of Morgon and bam, it's structured, powerful, earthy. So much so that people often mistake it for a fine Burgundy Pinot Noir. It just proves that where a grape is grown, that terroir can change everything.
Okay, so myth officially busted. Gamay is not just a simple party wine. Now, let's get practical. Let's talk about how you can actually get out there and explore this exciting, modern world of Gamay.
All right, so when you pour a glass of Gamay, what should you be looking for? Well, first you're going to get this burst of fresh red fruits. Think bright cherry, raspberry, strawberry. Then you'll get these lovely floral notes like violet or peony. And then those more serious cru wines, you start to find these deeper layers of spice and a really cool minerality that comes straight from those granite soils.
One of Gamay's secret superpowers is how incredible it is with food. Seriously, its bright acidity and low tannins make it a dream pairing. The lighter styles are just perfect for things like a cheese board or a simple roast chicken. And the more structured cru wines, they can easily stand up to richer stuff like duck, roasted pork, or anything with mushrooms.
And get this incredible renaissance isn't just happening in Beaujolais anymore. The secret is out. Winemakers all over the globe are falling in love with Gamay. You can find fantastic bottles coming out of France's Loire Valley, Switzerland, and even some cool climate spots in Canada and Oregon in the US. When you think about it, this whole journey, from a banned, outlawed grape to a sommelier's secret weapon, it really just proves that true quality and authenticity, they always find their way into the spotlight eventually.
So, here's my challenge to you. The next time you see Gamay on a wine list or in a shop, I really hope you'll look right past the Nouveau. Be adventurous, ask for a Cru, try a Fleury, try a Morgan. You'll be tasting a piece of history, a rebel grape that found its redemption. And who knows, you might just find your new favorite wine.